Good noon and hola. My name is Zhang. I'm coming from Tsinghua University, and I am an AI researcher. I still remember that when I started my work on AI 25 years ago, people asked me, hey, isn't AI is far away from our life? So today, it's really my pleasure to share with all of you that when AI meets the world, how much it changed and it is changing our world. Well, firstly, when we are looking at when we're talking about the AI, what is the first word or first symbol jumping into your mind? What is AI? Maybe it's iRobot many years ago, or Terminator, or maybe the latest movie, The Simulant, that I just watched on my flight here to Chile. So, or the ChatGPT and self-driving cars. Okay, now let's just forget about the science fictions at this moment. And I would like to share you some most recent progresses that especially on how AI helped in our traditional fields, those kind of the interdisciplinary research that is just happening and maybe mostly in recent 1 or 2 years that we have made in Tsinghua University in China. So first story is about the hydrology. You could see the map here. This is Ningxia province, and there is main open canyon in this area that's called the West Major Canyon. Well, that is really long. That is more than 112 kilometers long, and it is irrigating the more than 700 million square meters for fields, for plants, for the forests and the grasses there. And there are multiple gates. Some is the main control gate, and also we have more than 124 water gates that makes this canyon helped. But traditionally, there are 2 challenging problems. The first one is how many centimeters that's when we open the gates, what's the water, how much water will flow into the field. Is that too much? Is it enough? Well, that is kind of the task that we could do by some hydrology simulators, but the efficiency is not pretty good. Well, there is another even difficult and challenging problem is that if I just want this volume of water, how many centimeters you should open this door. Don't be too high or don't be too low. So that is a problem still open in hydrology because they don't have the one concrete results. You could have multiple different options when you have multiple gates. And so how can we find the optimal or the near optimal ones? And at this time, AI helps on trying to search and find a really good solution. So this is our results, that we have made the effective and efficient solution for these 2 tasks. And the first one will reach about the accuracy about more than 95% to even more than 98%. And also, we do this very fast for handling your training on 100,000 pieces of data originally by the hydrology simulator calculation software. It may need, in the same conditions, it may need more than 11,000 seconds. That's more than 3 hours, but now we can do it just within around only 1 minute, only 75 seconds. And the second story is about the creation. I still remember that 10 years ago, people said that, hey, AI may work fast, but actually it is lack of creativity. But today, things have already changed. That we could generate some poems, generate some text, articles, and generate a summary, which is really helpful. And also, we could create some images. And you must also notice those rotating 3D images that are generated by us, and all of the details is really cool. And also, we could change the color from one color to another that you can't understand and can't notice which one is the original one. And in the very near future, we could have more creations on the video or on short movies, or even maybe for the movies. Well, the third story about the psychology and how to understand ourselves better, I will talk about something on the immersion, which is the traditional topic in psychology. So first, what is immersion? Immersion is, first, you just forget about the time passing. The second, you just ignore what happened on the surrounding, on the environment, whether there's someone coming, whether there's someone is just going, is there someone talking or else, or is someone cough? You just didn't notice that. And also the captivation. And also, maybe you put your emotions inside, then if you follow all of the 4 symbols work, it means that you got immersion status. I hope that now some of you have already entered the immersion status during my talk, then I will feel really happy and honored. Then we do some experiments and studying on users when you're watching the short videos. Maybe today that has already been some kind of the daily enjoyments by most of us in China, that we will looking at the information flow like the short videos. We want to check whether there's any correlation, strong signals between the immersion status in psychology, the EEG signals, that is electronic signals to show the activity of our brain, and also the mood, the emotions when we are watching them. And some interesting results have been found. We found there are some strong correlations, notable correlations that works between the immersion status and the EEG signals. Some part of our brain zones with some frequencies like the gamma or some delta waves, that they could detect that we have already entered the immersion status, even if we are just watching for a very short video, like only 1 or 2 minutes long. And to the moods, as the second picture showed, that if we are in the positive note, there are significant positive correlations between the mood and EEG signals in immersion, and also with a positive high arousal status. Furthermore, we would like to show that the immersion status can be predicted, so that when we are working on the recommender system, when we recommend what the next short video we should show you, we are not just try to chase you in the platform as long as possible. No, that's not what we want to do. What we want to do is that we want to provide you something will cause for more immersion status, to make you more satisfied, to make you obtain more knowledge and amusement during that experience, and now it is possible. Well, the next story is about the legal applications. What we could do, and we have already done quite a lot of the study and the real applications that use AI systems in the legal cases. For example, the legal cases retrieval and similar cases recommendation, which will be greatly helpful to the lawyers, to the judges, and also to the general users. And also the automatic information hidden for information disclosure, for the personalized information or sensitive ones, or to protect the teenagers, And also, we have the legal information extraction, which is already really helpful to those some legal cases and legal-related stuffs. So we built this kind of the system that it has already served for more than 2,000 legal agencies and helped more than 8,000 judges in China in different provinces, and also more than 1.6 million users. They have already used this kind of the AI tasks, AI systems, and the AI tools to help them for the better legal cases, retrieval, and related tasks. Next is about chemistry, which is always something that is really difficult to me. Well, can our AI or some large language model-based models works better than the chemical experts to some extent in some set of the results, the questions? Well, partially, the answer is yes. You could show that the orange line, the orange bar is about, okay, you say is something like the red bar here, is the average score got by the several experts when they are asking they were asked for some questions. And those bars about the blue and the green ones, the 3 bars, they are generated by the results that by some pre-trained language models, different pre-trained language models, they all outperforms the human experts in answering those chemical questions. But yes, please be aware, that's not for all of the chemical questions. That we could not do that now as the AI, but that's already helpful. For example, we could do the interactive molecular design. So that is pretty not imaginable to me in previous years, but now it happens. And also, it will be greatly helpful to the, for example, new drug discovery and new drug design. And some work is currently doing, and they have already entered into the wet experiments phase. And next, I'm really proudly to show this case here that we could serve the patient with the amputations by this kind of the processes that is not controlled by some remote stuffs like this. They just controlled by the patient himself, electric. So that's kind of the really wonderful thing. Now they could do some really fine level and precise actions, just like a real hand. We think that it will be greatly helpful to our human beings. And yes, during the past 3 to 4 years, maybe the global sad memory is about the COVID. Maybe everyone, or most of us, had do some swallow test, collection test. Well, we have built this technique by the AI system. They do something originally. Do this swallow collection automatically, softly, precisely, and fastly. So that it has already been used in the hospital in China, in Beijing. And we have collected quite thousands of the results. The verification is that they do help us to collect the really precise information and at the same time protect our doctors and the nurses from kind of the risk of the exposure. And this kind of task also won the Silver Award in Geneva interventions. So, well, I don't have too much time to talk about many other wonderful things that when AI meets different fields, but actually there are a lot more. We also do something about to help the online education for you to learn something you really need. You don't need to waste your time, and you get a better performance on learning. And also, we could help us to enjoy your life on spots and predict, not the monitoring, predict your sleeping quality, and for anti-depression, quite a lot of things that is currently ongoing. Some of them have already helped, some is trying to helping currently. But that's not the full story. We are not 100% perfect. Actually, we have to say that in all over the world, we just go one further step compared to many years ago. So that is a long road, and we still need to continue to go faster and harder and working on this way, because there are quite a lot of challenges. Like the first one, everyone should be aware of the ethics. But please be noticed, it's not only the ethics for AI, it's also the ethics issue for our human beings. For us, when we are using AI technique as a tool, we also need to follow some ethics issues. And also, for example, the transparency, fairness, explainability. We hope that we could not only provide you the result, but also provide you why we give you these results. That is really important for the lawyers, for judges, for doctors, why we suggest you to give this diagnosis to the patients, why. As a user, why you give me these results. And also privacy. Everyone is be more aware of about the privacy and also the efficiency. For example, we are working, why AI could only running on the laptop, on supercomputers? No, it should, and sometimes it's already could run on our mobile phone, maybe on your smart glasses, on your smart watch, smart band, everywhere. Then we need some light-weighted, efficient, some low-cost, low-resource techniques there. So quite a lot of challenges, but actually, let's just try to develop the AI technique just as what we did before, and also pay attention to the AI security so that we could ask AI for the better human's life, AI for good, and AI for a better world, just as what we have done today. Okay, that's all. Thank you. That's it.